Parasitic elites require crises. They perpetuate crises and bigger crises to stay in power. What that does is it keeps everybody's focus on the short term, on events, and on other people, and not on big ideas. And with the crisis, they can introduce their solution. So this is what happened in New York is a fantastic example with Hochul introducing or deploying the National Guard in New York subways. Now, this is an obvious violation of people's rights, right? I mean, it wasn't intended there would be a standing army policing the American people, and not to mention the violations of their Fourth Amendment by doing their baggage checks. I didn't even like it, with the supposed heightened security and everything after 9/11. That was bad enough, and actually that ought to be repealed as well. But they're gonna bring in this, and I wouldn't doubt that there are people in New York City, and I think the capital is Albany, or maybe in New York City, that are going to come up with the idea of body scanners and everything to go onto a subway. They're training people to be more domesticated. But these are the type of people who let all the criminals out, that shut everything down in New York City for such a long time and destroyed so many small businesses, that caused the pressure and the economic problems that they had, to defund the police, all these things. They're stoking up this basically racism. I mean, they're attacking people. They're pushing for this idea of people being attacked for the color of their skin and all this stuff. These are the very same people, and they don't suffer the consequences of what they're pushing. They live in gated communities. They don't live anywhere near these things, these problems that they create. So they create this crisis, and they give you their solution. Deploy troops to police people because, like I said, they defunded the police, and they're not hiring enough police officers. And why would and a lot of good people that want to be police officers are having second thoughts too, given the situation that our country's in. I mean, they're getting attacked all the time, because it's being pushed by the media and people like George Soros. So, so the proposed solution about putting troops in New York subway is going to then create more of a crisis. They're going to create a bigger and bigger crisis, because that's how these people survive. They don't produce anything. Hochul probably never produced anything in her entire life. Okay, she survives because people don't see the big picture, they don't think rationally, and because of all these crises that she is usurping power from. So, my advice is learn how to think, learn how to critically think, and don't accept this kind of tyranny. I mean, it'll stay around as much as you're willing to accept it. So, New Yorkers, take back your local government.